Hello and welcome or welcome back. My name's Dina and this is the Daily Dharma. So let's take a few moments here at the beginning. Call in any assistance and support from the divine. Set your intentions. Let's take a few deep breaths together. And set our powerful intentions for some clarity on a message that needs to come through. Okay, first card coming out is Conception. Let's keep on breathing through this. Seems like there's a need to take some deep breaths to center oneself. Two cards coming out together upside down. We have Merkaba and Change. Okay, so Merkaba is kind of like the skin that we're in on the energetic level. It's the energetic auric bubble, as well as therefore kind of this conglomeration or convergence of thoughts and feelings and behaviors and perspectives, personality. It's the basic vibe and the energetic emanation from the self. And so when there's a change in the Merkaba field here, I'm hearing a vehicle outside. It's a little weird being back indoors again. I can't see everything. So yeah, maybe this is then therefore the need to go within to sense what actually is shifting these what factors are influencing this shift in your beingness, the energy that you're promoting. So I feel for most of you, this isn't a feared change. This is a return to more peace, more understanding, back into your own beingness. And so for some too, there may have been some type of lower vibrational pattern or attachment energy that may have been kind of stuck in your energetic field at 222 on the timer. And now it's like you're shedding that old limitation and able in that way to kind of get back into your own body in a deeper way. Underneath we have synergy. So there's an expansion here. Ideas about shifting and changing yourself. We've got those. And flying out we had sacral chakra. So this might have something to do with your ability to feel creatively inspired, your sense of belongingness, self-worth, and feeling safe and secure to express who you are, to be who you are. Yes. Okay. 3 of them were turned sideways. Now we have 22, divine masculine, and we have passion and communication. Okay. Now we have a little bit more context. So I'm also stacking these 4 across. So divine masculine, starting out the new row, comes below conception. So conception is like the beginnings of where something is, the seed begins. And so with divine masculine, it's like the birth of an idea or an approach or a way of being. And so it looks like you're taking action on something that's going to expand communication in some way here. And this shift in communication is becoming more passionate. Why am I hearing things? Under the deck, we do have romantic love. Let me pause this video here a second. All right, the sage is still burning. 420 on the timer. So don't know if that has any significance to any of you guys. So yeah, some passionate communication, a change in passion. So this could be a couple different things here depending on your circumstance, since this is general. It seems for some within an existing partnership, there's getting back to some type of intimacy or depth, something that needs to be discussed here, expanding a viewpoint. For some, it could be the discussion of to have children or something, or to move in a new direction, communicating about something that needs to begin a shift in action to expand the passion in a relationship. Could be something as mundane as starting a date night between partners, or could even be as thorough as going to group counseling, excuse me, not group, couples therapy or something such as that. But whatever comes out, comes out. But I think for some others here, those that are more single, I think that right here, it's like starting to really shift your approaches and your exposure, creating opportunities. So if you're looking for a partnership and a new expanding of flirtation here within your life, you're starting to feel a lot more worthy here, despite any physical, mental, spiritual changes. It's like whatever the shifts and changes are happening, it's sort of reinforcing the journey in your view of yourself. And I feel like you're really having the thought of feeling really deserving. And so it could be basing upon previous attempts, trying to get back out there. Perhaps romantic love is what we're talking about. Let's see if we can get one single additional card to complete this. There we go. All right, now on the bottom we have heart chakra. Below that, healing, consciousness, and then miracle, belief, compassion, Gaia, universal love, and earth. Okay, so the shifting of the earth consciousness in general, whatever's happening on, it looks like it's drawing your conscious awareness somewhat outside of the inner local issues, perhaps like starting to care, how do I want to say this, more about global issues or an expanded viewpoint. Maybe something is taking you out of your own personal problems and getting your attention, and now there's this urge to want to speak differently within your public platforms or with family, friends, and otherwise. There's something here that you need or are inspired to speak about here, and it looks like it's the shifting consciousness within this world is like you want to heal the heart chakra of the collective here on the consciousness level. So it may seem very intellectual as well as heart-based, because we have the heart is broken open here. So you're using heart-based, compassionate, universal love and forgiveness energy here to create a breakthrough in belief, or to reach beyond your own personal beliefs, to expand your viewpoint, to extend your passions and your compassion towards those that are seemingly different than self. So the last card coming out is Cosmic Flower below Sacral Chakra. So Cosmic Flower is an evolutionary point to me. And it seems that I feel like with sacral chakra, I do believe that the base element that blocks the sacral chakra is shame. And shame steps forward quite a bit because it's so universal, and it blocks our ability to feel worthy or to treat others as though they are worthy. There's so much blame, projection, and fear and anxiety. And I'm not saying those are unfounded thoughts and feelings, but that they have a need to shift, change, and expand here with that universal love that could be wanting to speak through you in a bigger way in the coming phase. So maybe it's even with you and a partner being on the same page. Maybe there have been many individuals, family, friends, and otherwise, and romantic partners, perhaps, that haven't been on the same page as you, and you're really looking for somebody, whether it's intimate or just friendly, somebody that believes as you do, to work together towards the promotion and shifting and changing of the collective energy to grow and expand the heart chakra of the world, I kind of want to say. Let's get a couple of oracle cards and then we'll move on and get more descriptions. So actually, I kind of want to switch. We'll just honor that and switch. Let's start out with an animal totem or a few. Okay, so that one kind of worked its way out. We'll take also this one. So underneath we have orca whale with adventure. Dare to do things differently. Sing your wild song. Manifest your travel dreams. Attempt the great journey with confidence. Be loyal. Friends and family are your treasures. Be brave. You are more powerful than you know. So yeah, your capacity to shift and change and expand. Oh, okay. These are some, I think the orca whale here is your objective, your focus, and your motivating force is like wanting to really break free and to express yourself in a renewed and very divinely inspired, passionate sense here, and to be confident in doing so, and to be forgiving and unfailing with your friends and family, even when it seems that there's some differences. You have a lot of power to heal the love between yourself and others, and yourself and yourself. So the three cards coming out, the first one is unicorn, infinite possibilities. You could be quite individual, unique, and magical in your own right. And you might be quite mysterious and hard to pin down. You may do a lot of your living and your expressing in more silent ways. Instead of being overt and loud, you may choose to express your energies and your thoughts more on the smaller groups, the one-to-one, than screaming it from the mountaintops and demanding. So it's a very mystical and subtle energy here. You are the sovereign. Oh, it says first about infinite possibilities. If I didn't say, you are the sovereign of the seen and the unseen worlds. The magic of love surrounds you. Beauty transforms you. Listen to the spirits of light. Abandon the darkness. Go beyond the ordinary and become the legendary. So yeah, you've been playing a bit subdued and on your own here. So it's saying to come out into the light and abandon the darkness. Usually unicorn are the people that are so sensitive and subtle and magical that they can be led to believe that they should hide that magical quality, that it's created vulnerability in the past. But there's infinite possibilities for a reason, because of the ability that you have to insulate yourself with your own self-love and, I think, unflagging support of yourself here on some level in the secret hours here in the darkness, perhaps, of infinite possibilities. You're being told to make some type of a choice or to support some level of yourself in an unprecedented way, to go beyond the ordinary and maybe your stereotyped personality type, and then become somewhat legendary with the brilliance and the simplistic messages that you're here to convey, to blow people's heart chakra wide open. The second card comes out, pronghorn, action. Exactly, with that divine masculine, it's like understanding what actions and which communication styles are going to be part of your toolbox, your repertoire here. Now is the time to act. Opportunities are here. Move forward with confidence. Your talents will always help you land on the pinnacle. Your quick wit and keen senses will lead you to success. So I think also that with any types of communication that you've already engaged or begun this process of, that people are witnessing your ability to be very pointed, very precise, and very masterful in the way that you are able to draw people's awareness to a topic instead of telling them, for instance, what to think. You can summarize it and invite their ideas to stretch. And it's not about making them see your point. It's about entertaining and expanding people's awareness here. So you may be something of a truth teller that has been in hermit phase for a while. So next, supporting this passionate shift and evolutionary phase of knowing that you are well thought of and being listened to on many realms and levels here. You have Tiger with fire, and that is the passion, that divine passion that steps forward. I choose to be unstoppable. My passion is my power. I am bold. I am brave. Mighty forces come to my aid. So we have two cards talking about power and might and things like confidence. We have that here with adventure and with action. And yeah, bold, brave, and confidence. So that's 3 out of them. So yeah, I think that that's gorgeous. I think that someone, if not yourself even, has somewhat or underestimated your own potential here to affect change within your own situations and circumstances and your own personal power. So maybe there's something that you've been keeping to yourself that you're really compelled to bring forward. It seems to be a time of unburdening the soul with false guilt and letting that blame and shame shift to perpetrators instead of victims. But in that way, the victim becomes the hero of the story because they take something from the secret and from the darkness and they put it into the light of day. So at this time, you may be bringing people's attention to certain truths. But I think also there's something here about your own ability to lead. So you may be inspired to take the helm of something that's been possibly mismanaged or led astray, or something that you just feel compelled to speak about here. And for many of you, this is going to be within your family, within your home, your workplace, or within your romantic partnerships specifically, because we had that card. So again, doubling down with adventure, that could be those of you looking for the date night or some way to have a resurgence of connectivity and passion, infinite possibilities, being able to see the hope within something, to have faith in firm resolutions in situations. And for others, it's, if you're looking for love, you do need to take action and get out there and engage in some of the things that you would honestly, authentically love to engage in, even in your partnership. Because if you're somebody who would never want to go to the bar scene, then why would you go there to meet somebody? Because you're going to meet somebody who's hanging out at the bar scene, just for instance. So if you're an outdoorsy type, somehow going to like the parks or doing something more adventurous, getting into biking or hiking or whatever it might be, being creative here and being able to identify what it is that you're looking for and then to make a plan of action. So the first card out here is mediumship and caretaker. Yeah, I feel like you're getting a lot of inspired messages about how to expand the heart chakra of the world. So I think that for some of you, you're going to have this personal dimension where you're stepping forward, and also a more social or somewhat exposed area of life that's also coming forward. I forgot I had two cards here, and then we had one that just flipped out. So with mediumship, we also have change of mind, which we have here with this change, Merkaba communication. Change of mind leads to change of action. And then shifting. Yeah, incredible. So the mediumship is over conception and divine masculine. It's a divinely inspired shift. Something's coming to our mind on purpose to expand our awareness of the potential, the infinite possibilities. So there's something that is opening up our ability to recognize opportunities, or to recognize how we can act in our own favor or the favor of the larger collective, because we're being divinely guided to take new action here, to change our mind about something that perhaps maybe you didn't want to go to the park before, maybe you didn't want to go to these places and meet somebody before. But yeah, there's you're talking out loud about this shift in your own mental and intellectual understanding of something here. And I think that that is shifting. We've got shifting coming over change and passion. Yeah, you are making an extreme difference. Like maybe you've gone from not involved in something to then being an advocate for something in some way. And then the last card we have simplicity coming over sacral chakra with cosmic flower. So it's a very subtle change, right? With this infinite possibilities, the magic is quite simple. It's quite um, uh, overlooked by folks that are not looking for it until you start really talking about this subtle shift that's been going on within you for so long. And it looks like you are speaking out about this. Perhaps with the full moon, I think we have a full moon coming up. Is it the 17th, which is just a few days now? Underneath the deck, right? This may be a situation where you're writing something out. Then we have birthing, frequency shift, violet flame, immunity, recognition, up and manifest. So you're leveling up in some way. So there may be some type of bargaining or a need to be safe as you say something, immunity to not be susceptible to something. So possibly too, this frequency shift that you're having. Maybe you weren't able to be in the right place to understand some next leg of your journey, but now that your personal learning and personal evolution and your personal self concept has come to a certain level, there's something new coming in for you where now you're able to withstand some type of challenge, and therefore kind of standing up and beginning to, it's like a whole rebirth process of yourself. And I don't know if you have to write something down like a journal or a post online or a book or memoir or something like this, writing music. I think with mediumship and change of mind, I think that we are shifting from internalized to understanding the messages have gotten to some type of critical mass, where now it's like we know that we need to shift, we need to communicate, we're so passionate about this, so inspired and so confident now that it doesn't matter who would not believe us, that we have to speak about this, we have to write about it, we have to keep on introducing people to those clear, consistent, loving messages of compassion and unity consciousness, to understand that part of this is part of the adventure that brings that spice of life. But yeah, we're taking action in this way. somehow. I want to get some of all of these cards all at once. Which ones are we looking for? Let's get just a couple from the Akashic Tarot. I'm seeing the bird's nest coming out. These did come upside down. I don't typically read reversals. Bird's nest talking about family, home, our comfort zone. It could even be the workplace, any place where we spend a good deal of time and have individuals perhaps depending on us in some type of a group context, can be members of an organization. It's like you're bringing the new message. You see, the birds are always messengers, and you see that brilliant sunlight coming through and shining on this. It's not to say that you're mothering these individuals or fathering, parenting. It could be your family, but I think that there's a soul family here where you are in a position to help these individuals expand their minds. You're bringing the message of light. King of Keys. I think you've mastered some element of your own personal development, your own stability and structure. You've got a lot of, whether you're masculine or feminine, with this king and this divine masculine, over time, especially because we have this sands of time, you have a lot of knowledge and wisdom and inspired messages and other things already recorded. And this mediumship here, there's this masculine energy that's stepping forward here to say that the inner work that you've done and the ability that you have to ground yourself in times of chaos or upheaval, to speak sensibly and sensitively to the people and to keep challenging your own thoughts and beliefs on a matter, has earned you a reputation for being fair, just, dignified, a high moral fiber and character coming forward with you. You speak a lot of truth, and you have a high horse of integrity. So maybe some people are having some issues with this, but I think that over time, whatever you are bringing forward in this context here, you're a very prominent figure and a very high value individual in this circumstance here. We have the divine physician underneath. So there's definitely a lot of healing and unity consciousness coming through with this mediumship. You're birthing a new day, either in the family, home, relationship, or organization here. And it looks like this is going to be quite the adventure, because you're bringing a lot of magic and you're focused on what can we fix. Let's not keep talking about what hasn't worked, but let's problem solve, and let's put our energies and motivations towards the new and the realistic, the simplify things and stop talking about things that don't matter. You're very focused and directed and conscientious. And so with this fire, you're starting to get people inspired again to join you and stop digging their heels in, and you're kind of helping to sustain and nurture and feed the spiritual, heart-based involvement in this group in a powerful way. I think that's enough of those ones. Let's get a couple of archetypal energies here. Well, that one's a whole slew. We've got the cave. I'm going to put those back, trying to see if we can just get a few. I think the cave represents your hibernation phase. Maybe you were out before and the cave just flipped again. You've got to be kidding me. All right, we'll take that stack, Spirit. Flipped twice. All right, and then maybe this one, the eternal child. So we have this birth idea with the conception. We'll put that one right up top, number 4, which is also the divine masculine number in some decks. So we have 22, which corresponds also to the divine masculine number here, the creator. So we're talking about both the eternal child and the divine creator is kind of like the, almost like the son of God. I don't mean to say that in any type of a tone, but we are the sons and daughters of the light, coming from the darkness, created into beingness, and doing this with ourselves as well. So it's like that 0101, that all is the feminine. We're talking today about creating our destiny by taking inspired action, that we've been already getting clear and consistent and repetitive messages of love, that it's time for us to stand up and to bring something forth. So with the cave, which is 32, this reminds me of the Michigan, the Upper Peninsula and Lower Peninsula, and the bridge between the two. And we also have that coming over the bird's nest, the mother bird feeding the worm to those below. Then that comes out with the tear, incredible, the venom, the desert, and the nectar. Okay. So transforming our early experiences and our urge to be protective of those that are vulnerable and ourselves, our guarded nature here, coming from something that may have a hold on us on the psychological or emotional level in some way, some type of probably early trauma for some of you that has created some venom and some misunderstanding here. And if it's not your trauma, it's the trauma of all of our friends, family, and kin all around us. And this influences us. And so when we're in the desert, how do we feast on the nectar of the manna? There's this story about it. Wasn't it like Jesus that just came out with a divine physician, that his followers followed him into the desert and they had no food or drink, but so he fed them on the manna, the some type of spiritual divine essence. And so it's like the ability to not just survive but to thrive has to do with our ability to alchemize and then promote and project some type of higher heart simple messages on the day-to-day level. And it looks like you're expanding your own ability to feed yourself, that you've cried something out and you're creating a new way of being. And it's a powerful glow up. It's a powerful breakthrough for you. And I'm sending you so much love as you heal from this and help others to heal on their journey. So unfortunately, that's all the time that we have for you. Take good care of yourselves. Until next time. Got Yuga Shakti coming through, that Shakti energy, ferocious and empowered and confident, ready to take on the world one heart at a time. Take care of yourselves, guys. Until next time.